Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Moonring, where we are here in the last of the great towns of the world. And the map is pretty explored, it's mostly explored. At some point here we're going to have to get like mission focused. For right now, I think I'm doing a fine job just kind of wandering around. So let us continue. Let's go find some people to speak to and have some conversations that are not actually very valuable to us at all. Hey, I should like sell some shit, right? We have tons of, I imagine, yeah, scraps of fur, scraps of hide. Towels are actually fairly valuable. Scraps of chitin. I don't need this chitin. To be perfectly honest with you, a lot of this other stuff I think I probably do want to hold on to, though. I have so many herbs that are used for brewing medicines that I should not imbibe. So maybe it's not valuable to hold on to those, actually. Ooh, hey, hold on now. There's some stuff in here that I've not seen before. Like a shadow blade. It's like this dark pin is 7 to 14, 15 to 30 with 7.5 crit chance. Okay, this is a meteor weapon. It definitely has lower crit chance. Attack time 24 compared to our current 15. The quality is medium as opposed to the Shadow Blade's high. I don't really have any idea what that means. We do have the 10 intellect necessary to wield this. And it's not out of our price range. What is a Moonblade? When you put your ear close to the light blade, you hear voices raised in perpetual song. It is both repulsive and beautiful. You almost singe your ear in your attempts to hear it. Interesting. So this is a lot like the bright pin in that it's kind of similar. It's a little bit heavier on the physical damage, and it reduces your stealthiness because of the brightness pouring off of it. Yeah, no, I think this Shadow Blade is the first time we've had the opportunity to upgrade our offense in quite a while, actually. So it'll lower my speed factor up there from 110% to 107%. I think that's totally fine. Absolutely. We didn't even look at the armor that the other person was selling, but mayhap we should. Yeah, that feels very significant as an upgrade. So yeah, let's go actually have a look at the armorer's inventory, because this may be the place where the good stuff is being kept. You know, honestly, this looks very familiar to me. So like this hood lowers my HP by 1. No, sorry, that's my weight. It increases my weight by 1 and just gives me a little bit of stun. Like, I wish that this had like one of those paper doll systems, right, where you see which slots you have and you see which ones have things in them. We're just not wearing a hat right now. Is that the case? So this has a little bit more stun defense on it. I don't know. We must be wearing a basic hat. I mean, it looks like this is basically just better. Yeah, no stat differences with most of these things. Our current shield is better than that shield. Okay. Sure, I'll switch from a cap to a hood. We probably look super cool now. I am not desperate to rest. Can I talk to Wolf? Wolf has nothing to say. I can't just type stuff to the wolf. It's just a bed out in the trees under the rain. Y'all should, I know there's like a whole wilderness vibe going on here, but y'all should consider rooftops. Like, you know, keep the rain out. The witches of the Red Grove understand us. We both worship nature in our own way. Can't help feeling our way is the right one, though. Guess they say the same about us. Sure. Hey, do you know anything about the relic around here? Each priest will know about their own relic. Ask them. Yeah, fair enough. Hey, you. You look like a priest. Greetings, wanderer. Do you seek communion? No? Then you are dreamless? Yeah, that's me. Well, we don't get many of your kind here. How may I be of assistance? We have little but our weapons and pride. Ha, and very little pride these days. It is a pitiful situation. We're going to come back to that. I just have questions about your relic real quick. Oh, the steadfast hand, our token from the great wolf. It is a symbol of might and force held within the garden. At least, until the next Archon claims it. Yeah, the garden. Where's that? The Garden of Lorelei. It is to the north. But Sleethan's madness makes entry impossible. The way is closed while the beast lives. So, even though the garden is not far, it is beyond anyone's reach. How not far are we talking? Could you maybe make a... Thank you, that's very helpful. So the beast. Let's talk about this beast. Oh, Sleethan is a grim beast. The creature has taken many a life in recent days. Now we keep well away from its hunting grounds. Its hunting grounds which are where? Oh, keep an ear out for tremors and an eye out for 4 dead trees. If you find them, you will know Sleethan is near. Okay. Turns out I don't need to keep my eyes out at all. You're just going to tell me where we're going. How does one acquire a name like Sleethan? Do not speak that name. You just said it like 6 times. Our pride is already in tatters without such reminders. That our own guardian should lay us so low. Sleethan was the town's guardian? Yes, a glance from Sleethan opens the garden's gates. But the beast now keeps its distance and rages deep in the forest. Although, I suppose there is another way. Oh, is there? You could use Sleethan's head to enter the garden. That sounds like madness, does it not? Well, I hear there's a lot of that going around lately. Ah, yes, the creature is blessed and cannot be harmed by normal means. Okay, this is important information. Perhaps others around here know more than I. I know Mendeleev has a lot of opinions on the matter. Oops, I didn't mean to end the conversation. We still have branches to explore. Let's talk about your town's waning pride. Our duty is to point petitioners toward our relics so that they may walk the path to become the new Archon. But the relic's protector is mad, and our weapons are useless against it. Okay. Talk to me about keep well away. I would like to know more about the can eat more. Something about the garden drove Sleethan mad. The beast began as a simple guardian, but the centuries have twisted its mind. The poor thing is quite mad now and wanders the forests far from the gardens. We're sure it's the garden that twisted it? Is it merely time, perhaps? Or simply time in amber? This is kind of what I'm assuming. I suppose none can say. Alright, well... that's a foundation. We can start with that. Hey, you. What do you know about Sleethan? A nasty beast, all fire and fangs. Okay. Do you know anything about like weaknesses or... okay, alright. Never mind, I'll go find Mendeleev. Thalia. Just get ourselves a little bit of town standing. Devwevington. Devwevington is the thing your parents named you. You notice the weird bushes in the middle of the trees? There's a Herodus symbol nearby, so I'll wager there's a jest of some sort. Ugh, I know it means something, but who knows what? Not me. Yeah, okay. Do you know anything about Sleethan, though? Oh, unkillable with mortal weapons, they say. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. A jest of some sort. Have you ever been to Barrel Inn? Well, I can't imagine a worse place to live. I mean, it's not really that bad. Hey, have you heard of this, Yep, okay. Not super helpful. Do you have anything fun? Not really. Yeah, all just sort of boring stuff. Oh, I have like a bunch of Rosettas, don't I? I don't think I've been selling those. And we certainly shouldn't ever need them. Okay, not that many, but certainly, you know. Oh, you can't group sell these? Ah, because the shopkeeper is poor. The shopkeeper does not have the money for all of this Rosetta. Fair enough. Just finding the little bits of stone wall here and there to be a little concerning. Hey, Wesleyan. I wonder what Barrel Lane does with our wares. They're hardly warriors. Well, I suppose guards still need weapons, eh? As do the people who would kill Sleethen, right? Okay, not useful. And that's very, like, pre-canned. Wait, goose? Okay. I don't know if you've ever... Some of you might not live in places where there are wild geese. The hiss, the particular kind of hiss that a goose does when it's just trying to get you to go away, there's something about it that is so gross. The way they, like, half open their beak and then just kind of, like, lay their tongue out. It's a very unpleasant thing. Brr. Well, okay. Are you cold? Oh, I'm not cold. I was thinking about the hole. Yeah, well, I mean, who among us, right? Nasty place. Oh, it's this place in the mountains. Here. This place in the mountains? Go on. I fought man and beast alike without fear. But that place? Oh, may as well just stick a sword in your nethers and be done. She really was thinking about the hole. Hey, do you know how to kill Sleethen by any chance? Yeah. The hell's this dude Mendeleev? Are you Mendeleev? You're Garriott. Don't complain about the weather. At least ours has a little bite to it. You know who else has a little bite to him? Has. It does seem to be a jest, does it not? I'm going to yell has. Nothing happens. Okay, I don't know what to do with this just yet. Hold on. Mendeleev! I don't know how we can call ourselves warriors. It's a disgrace. What do you say that? We have a rogue guardian out in the woods. None will even attempt to take it down. Yeah, I had some questions about that, actually. Sleethen. The stories say that Sleethen cannot be harmed by another. And nobody understands the loophole. Imbeciles. Okay, that's interesting. Seems like a little bit of a harsh judgment, though. If they knew their history, they would know the answer. It's obvious. Okay, well, I thought I knew what the answer was, but what does it have to do with history? Sleethen lost a tooth many years ago. Cyrodian the smith took it and fashioned it into a weapon. Alas, the fool fell in with pirates some time ago. Oh, really? Pirates? Where? Aye, rumors where they tried holing up in an old cave on the coast near the Henge. Not a peep has been heard from them since. Do you happen to know where on the coast? There's a cave down there. Bad place. Rumors of dead things lurking in the dark. Typical of Cyrodian to ignore that, really. Well, I'm too old to go gallivanting around Caldera. And nobody else seems to have the gumption to do what needs doing. Oh, I have gumption. Look at my stat sheet. Alright, find the cave. Find the tooth. Kill Sleethen. Once that's done, maybe we'll be worthy of the wolf's blessing. Ha, fat chance. Either that or the wolf will be really mad at you for killing the guardian. Which is to say me. Okay, this weapon. Aye, it would kill the beast, I am certain. Sleethen may not be harmed by another, but what about Sleethen himself? See? That is what I was figuring. I just thought I was going to have to run over there and do a stop hitting yourself, but this makes sense. Well, you've been very helpful, Mendeleev. Thank you. What else is going on around town here? A letter S is carved into the wall. So we've seen the letter S carved into the wall elsewhere. I mean, okay. It was worth a try, right? It seems like it's going to be sort of a hot and cold system where I'm just going to have to like ring it and try to move in the direction that it's getting louder in. But, you know, the S could stand for Sibaroon. Wouldn't be the silliest thing we've seen. Alright, a sellsword. I think we're okay. I wouldn't necessarily trust the sellsword anyway. However, speaking of potential allies... Oh, I'm not... Sorry, that's not even the one I was trying to use. I'm not placing a minor construct. We have a second broken one that I wanted to repair. Don't we... Wait, maybe I'm... Am I mistaken? No, here it is. Okay, there we go. Let's get in our boat, because there's an awful lot of amber. So I think the cave is just south, it sounded like. We're just going to sail around here, because I'm curious about continuing to map the shoreline. Alright, getting off there would allow us to dip into... Well, I mean, let's have a look, shall we? Having a real hard time catching the prey here. Am I still at 20 kindling? Because if so, I'm not going to bother. Yeah, okay. A berry, on the other hand. For a berry, I will bother. I don't know what kind of berries these are, where like the sugar in them is so much better for your long-term energy than like some proper protein, but then again, they are roughly the size of a person. So that might have something to do with it. Okay. Well, that seems important. We are not going to spend a lockpick if this turns out to be too locked to get into. It just seems, you know, narratively pretty unimportant. Well, I'll tell you what, I am definitely feeling the difference with this sword already. Okay. A wand of moonlight. That's a good ranged weapon. Which I should probably put on one of our buttons here. I'm not really using my Orb of Insanity. It's pretty unreliable. I guess I have... Shadow Bolt is doing physical damage. Yeah, I probably don't need two different ranged weapon wands and also the Bloodstone on the bar. Yeah, that's probably fine. Alright, turns out that door doesn't go anywhere anyway. Okay. We got what there was to get. See if we can catch one of these badgers before it gets away. You know, the higher damage output is actually very helpful. So there's lots of kindling. Just watered all the way back down to the town and its many, many amber mists. I didn't mean to do that. I stepped as soon as I entered the thing. Okay. My armor's doing a good job of absorbing some garbage. I'm going to step back here, and then we're going to drop a bloodstone. Kind of a lot of foes. I think I'm actually just going to leave. Poise broken, you are insane. What a pair of messages to receive. Let's drink a quick bitter leaf brew. Yep. You can lift the curse by burning that god's effigy. We have a thing for this. Okay, so 6. I leap. Ah, stingers. Okay. Yeah, we have a thing for this, right? Where is that thing? Should I hit a healing potion? Since I'm about to reset my sin anyway. Okay. And then the dust icon. You may now rededicate yourself. Okay, so it de-dedicates you. That's interesting. Okay. We've hit 10 lesser ruins in the overworld, so we're getting pretty close to that. We are short only a single overworld henge. Yeah, we're getting there. The door remains unpassable. You have no means to open it. Okay, so encounters with these are not certainly necessarily trivial. Love to kill a wizard. Ow. Make mine a large dagger thrown directly at my head by some kind of bug. This is problematic. I'm stunned too, so even if I lost my madness, like, my behavior would still not be necessarily reasonable. My shield is doing a hilariously effective job of keeping this thing off of me. Okay. I really like this, this sort of representation of madness. Do not lick the badger. Unless the badger consents. Let's not get into the thorny issue of whether that would ever be possible. Don't lick the badger. Good, solid life advice. Now, what does this say? Sure. Tells us that Wintershoal's over there. That's fair. This is a proper dungeon. Stop breaking my poise. It's very annoying. I mean, should we do it? Should we just go down there? That could be the undead cave that... Yeah, it's actually pretty likely, I think. Let's go have a look. I'm feeling powerful-ish. Feeling kind of, sort of, somewhat powerful, kind of. Yeah, this is going to be, I can tell already, a thing where we're gonna want to have a lot of water on hand. Alright, some random revenants, not super powerful relative to our situation here. The fact that this is so clearly a randomly generated dungeon in a style of a dungeon that we've already seen does make me think it's less likely that it's plot significant because, you know, but I guess we'll see. We shall find out. Okay. Large pine key could be helpful. Alright, there's a pressure plate, which means we can get around the backside of that somehow, probably. A Rosetta. I don't know that it's super helpful for us to fill our ward at this time. Okay, well, that did something. Let's walk around the edge of this to make sure there's no secret doors. Let's splash some water on ourselves before we go into this next room, because it is currently on fire. Seems like I'm a little bit water resistant, maybe? This is the work of my fine hood. It is kind of funny that, like, getting wet by splashing water on yourself is a thing that the game mechanics encourage you to do sometimes. But, like, good clothing, of course it works against that. It tries to make you not get wet. There's no way to really, like, override that. like intentionally pull my hood aside to wet my hair down or anything. Alright, so that'll open that. That's a potion we kind of hope we won't ever need to use. Yeah, and I guess we may as well just go back up rather than waiting for the fires to clear. Because this is the way we need to get to anyway. Alright. That's somewhat inconvenient. Sometimes it seems like fires burn for a really, really long time in this game. It seems extremely variable. Just would love to enter this space without catching fire. You know what? Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I will go and splash water on myself and then just run through the space. It turned out not to be necessary. Splash water on self. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm like at the edge so that we're getting the map filled in all the way. Alright. Through here, I suppose. It's nice of the fire to dispose of my enemies for me. Don't love an enrage, but at least I am good and powerful now. This is gonna suck. Oh, I just killed it. It didn't get to explode. A pretty pine key. So I guess it's sort of a matter of opinion. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna turn out to just be a randomly generated dungeon with like randomly generated stuff for loot, but still that's cool. That is an anvil. I probably do not want to try to carry that out of here. I love the way you search one thing and you get nothing useful, and then you search another thing and it's like, here's some moldy venison. And I can't help but ask, like, what was in that other thing that was less useful? Shouldn't moldy venison go in the nothing useful pile? The real answer to that, I suppose, is ask a starving person. But I don't know. Ooh. This is Cyrodiil. Okay, so first of all, he is down here, and secondly, he seems to be a little tough. Also undead, and so probably immune to bleed would be my guess. We're gonna find out. Resists bleeding, he still takes some decent damage. Do I wanna... Get him! Wolf! Hell yeah! Thanks, buddy. Seems like a fine thing to do with a full energy bar, right? Okay, well... There we go. The Tooth of Sleven and the way out. It's nice that my pet doesn't set off the doesn't set off the traps. I'm slightly on fire. I have certainly been less on fire. Apply contents. Okay, my dog seems a little confused. He can see enemies on the other side of the lava gap there, and he wants them so badly. Okay, scrying stone. I suppose that's, you know, interesting. We have not fully mapped this. I think I would like to, as long as we're down here. Okay, I think that is actually all we were missing. Well, not a very exciting conclusion. May as well fill up the used water bottle there. By the way, I am guessing as to where the exit is. Okay, refill my ward. It's like over to the right here somewhere. Okay. So, Scythen's... I already forgot his name. Sleithen's tooth. The tooth of Sleithen. It is fine. As far as weapons go, it's fine. It's not as good as our weapon. But we will use it when it is appropriate to use it. And in the meantime, let us continue to explore. Oh wow, the wolf is just following me around from region to region now. I kind of assumed he would only be our friend for the duration of the duration of that map, and if we wanted one for stuff later, we would have to summon a new one, right? Oh no, I've been ambushed by some guys who are not long for this world and should have rethought this ambush. Their king had $70. That's pretty cool, I guess. You expect a guy with a crown on to have either like a really large amount of money on him or no money at all. It's weird for it to be like a middling amount, right? Because to my mind, there's basically like three kinds of people who wear crowns. That is to say, actual royalty of the most thoughtless kind, who don't think it's a bad idea to just wear a crown around outside. Then you got your people whose grasp on reality is maybe a little bit slipping, or people who wish they were royalty. I consider both of these groups unlikely to have a lot of money on them. And then children. You know, children. There's going to be some children, presumably also not exactly flexing. Oh, yeah, sure, we could do a dungeon. Why not? I feel like I'm doing great so far, dungeon-wise, today. Hearing a lot of noise out there. Yep, good boy. Oh, wait, there's... I mean, if it's just going to be bats down here, it is not going to take us very long to clear this place out. Oh, these undead things. See, I need to pay closer attention to the walls. A thing I'm not noticing is like once you get the hey, there's a secret wall nearby notification, it's trivial to figure out which wall it is, right? Because it looks weird. But the thing I'm not paying enough attention to be cognizant of most of the time is whether it looked weird before I got the secret wall notification. Like if I could have figured out that it was there entirely visually, or if the wall begins to look weird once you identify that it's a weird wall. Did you kill a boss? What were you fighting over here that was so tough? I sense a new presence in this dungeon with my incredible sensitivity to presences. Well, they sure did hunt us down. I've decided that our wolf's name is Blue in honor of what the dog was called in my playthrough of Kentucky Route Zero. I wonder how many people go with that and how many people go with the other one. Okay. Well, something happened. Some of these wall tiles are kind of strange looking, but obviously nothing has given yet. I should probably figure out how potion brewing works. I'm not supposed to take them, but I bet... And to be clear, this hasn't been an issue yet. But who knows if it might be later at some point, us needing money. I bet potions brewed out of ingredients are worth a considerable amount more than the ingredients themselves. Hey, that one had a weapon. That's wild. Enemies almost never actually drop weapons, which is weird because a lot of them are like, you know, they're attacking me with weapons in the, somewhere a great heat is quenched. It destroyed that little lava square. I guess the idea is generally you just... Uh-oh. Okay, it's not like a trap. It's just like a noisy... Ow. Huh. What a weird little room that doesn't seem to actually have any purpose to exist. Yeah, they don't seem to be able to move while stealthed, maybe? It's a weird design. It's a weird design for a creature. Alright, it's just more walls up here. It sure is. Yeah, strange design for a dungeon, although in a very real way it was not designed at all, right? Okay, well this door has to be open now. One of the things we did... Yeah. One of the things we did has affected it. You know what? That didn't actually cast. That's weird. It also doesn't matter. Obviously, blue had it, but... I don't know, I'm trying to remember. Have we ever seen one of those things move after stealth? They must. Yeah, they must. Well, this is curious. Okay, another one of these. Okay, the good news is it has these poise restoring areas. So you want to wait for the thing. So it's a 4 tap cycle. So this is safe, except sometimes. Yeah, see, this is what's throwing me off. Is like they alternate, but there are different numbers of turns between the alternations. If you just move as though they are doing a direct back and forth, you are in fact going to get killed. I suppose there's no reason not to just have a wolf man. In the famous words of Bart Simpson. Alright, there was an amberbane oil thing back here. Alright, let's see what's in the ambery part of the dungeon. Okay, more ward oil. That's something. I do find it slightly annoying the way the visibility in this area is so fucked because of all the tall grass. Okay. Sorry, wolf friend. You are definitely going to get murked. Okay, that one was just money. And rocks. Yep, doesn't look like there's much else going on here. So we just wait until it fires, then move on to the space that just fired. Okay, I feel like we've pretty much got this figured out. Oh, except, I don't have the key, do I? Never mind. We're not, we're not done here. Huh. Why? Why do that? Why not just stay underneath? The clown's pendant and the master key. The hell did we just get? Madness defense 55%. Manufactured in secret by the first leader of the Harlequins. Like many magical devices, this was crafted from parts of Siberun artifacts. Okay. Interesting. I mean, not like super interesting. Boring, actually, but... but we have it now. That's the important thing. Oh, why must the exit be so very far away? Am I allowed to just... No. I am not allowed to just take control of the quick leave. May as well refill the ward as we're on our way out here. New presence in the dungeon indeed. Just crazy undead wandering down from the world above. Somehow. Into the dungeon the moment the door is open. You know what? I don't need to kill you. I'll eat this berry when I find it. That's going to solve all my problems. When I find it. Maybe. Is there a way down into that bottom area? It kind of doesn't look like it, actually. Well, where the hell is my berry? Oh, there it is. Okay. Another dungeon. I mean, getting all this stuff mapped out eventually, right? Oh, also, I should wolf. Just adorable. Just absolutely adorable. Alright, I gotta make sure I am endeavoring to get into some melee combat myself, because I gotta restore my energy. Why do these rooms need to be so big and so full of tall grass? Okay, this is just an unnamed warlord. Get him! Yeah, dude did not, in fact, have anything particularly interesting. Alright. Wolf's doing a pretty good job of keeping us safe. Hold on. I am not being thorough with these rooms. Because I keep then hearing noise in the room above us, right? And immediately taking off after that. May as well. Alright, I am feeling like perhaps the gameplay in this particular dungeon is somewhat similar to the gameplay in the previous 2 dungeons. Just a little bit. Found ourselves a potion of poison, though. That's cool. I don't think our character feels like much of a poisoner. Although maybe all our character feels like is a person who would do anything to win. It's certainly kind of how I'm playing them. And in that case, poisoning. You know, you can't necessarily take it off the table. Alright, well. Seems to be a dead end. Yeah, the the procedural dungeon design is maybe not the actual most exciting thing in the universe. Yeah, we're at full. May as well spend to bring that trap down. Okay, the Spectral Wolf ate some Forgotten over here. No big deal. We are certainly picking up a lot of just kind of general inventory items. Okay, I believe that is the eastmost room of the dungeon, given the way the map orients itself automatically. Little context clues for you. The game leaves them everywhere. A single arrow. What surer sign than that we are going the right way? Hold on. There was a thing full of ward oil back here. Yeah, here we go. Let's see what is being hidden in here. Some gross bread. More gross bread. Potion of Madness seems like it would be hard to administer and harder to take advantage of. These guys, I suppose, certainly found it challenging. Alright, well, nothing of much interest there, huh? Well, that's a change of pace at least. Damn it. I thought that was safe. Okay, just wait here a second. Patience. The clown's pendant. We sure are good at finding the clown's gear. They are literally identical. Rad. Alright, I don't think we necessarily need to explore everything in here. Although, you know, maybe there are yet rewards to be earned. Love to discover an unguent. Okay, that was probably also worth picking up. Alright. Let's get the hell out of there. That got a little closer than I might like. And it, you know, it's basically entirely on me as to whether I take damage there, and I don't like being responsible in that way. Large potion of healing. Is there anything else going on here? No, not really. Let's just keep that thing spinning. I'm not saying I want to get hit a bunch in ways that I can't control. I'm saying that I want an excuse. Whenever I take damage, I want to be able to go, this is what happened. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't an honest indictment of my skill or lack thereof. Of course not. How could it be? What a ridiculous notion. Alright, we're like back in... Ow! Stop being berserk. Wow, 9 throwing daggers is quite a lot. Is there a treasure being guarded here? Doesn't really seem like it. Buddy, just get out of there. I suppose a couple of boxes is sort of a treasure. They had stuff in them at least. There is a person. Oh, hey, one of these. Interesting. I think we can probably just take it. Yeah, damage output is sufficient. Dog's got the toughness necessary to just eat the beam. That is the first time we're seeing one of those outside of the one place that we saw all of them, though. That's definitely interesting. I wonder if that communicates that this dungeon is like a higher level than the other ones that we've done. It certainly did seem tougher. Alright. My ward ran out. I could have refilled it and I didn't, and I feel foolish. I should train the wolf to sniff this stuff out for me. Then again, I don't know if you can train this wolf. It does seem like I wouldn't be shocked if this one turned out to be untrainable. You know, I'm not even going to bother with a random herb. Let's fill in the darkness of the forest a little bit. Where are we relative to the road network as we understand it? We don't actually know what is going on with the roads in this area. Okay, easy enough. I mean, I'm certainly curious to see where this goes. I'll worry about more berries later. Get away from me, Amber. Yeah, where does this take us? Ugh. Frustratingly, the answer is just further into the amber, as always. Stupid wind shifted on me. Northeast Yarrow Farm. Okay. Yeah, this is basically home, right? You know what's rad? Being able to see. Having just nice clean sight lines around you in all directions. Fun to run around in a starting area. After all that dense forest garbage. Let's Pop our head in this lesser ruin, get some credit, maybe get a little bit of loot. And we're doing really well on the map as a whole, right? I'm not going to try to force that door. What's in here? Well, it turns out all the enemies are in here. Alright, even more that we can fix, and there is often a treasure chest somewhere in these if you get access to the whole thing, but not this time it looks like. I guess we should refill our bottles. Yeah, okay. No chest. Just following the friendly path. Where is this taking us? Very annoying. Just tremendously annoying. Huh. Ah, these white beetles are messing me up just a little bit. There we go. Alright, come to defocus briefly. The wolf really is a very impressive tank. Northwest to Hearthaven, which is a place that we have accessed, but of course we did it by boat. Good to have the overland route on our map, though. Okay, so I'm getting real distracted. I'm like totally off my game here. These spiders and their vulnerability. Alright, so one thing that we definitely are right now is extremely far away from the place where I was supposed to be fighting a big wolf or whatever. Oh no, I've been ambushed by the weakest enemies in the game. Whatever shall we do? I do feel like bats generally don't have the intelligence to organize an ambush. So in that sense, kind of good for them. Sort of impressive what they managed to pull off here. That's a lot of berries. But in another very real sense, and a critically more important sense, what a deeply stupid idea. Oh, well. Better poke my head inside. I would love to just connect this area to other stuff that we're already close to on the map. Or other stuff that we've explored, rather. Okay, wand of webbing. I can imagine what this is for. Alright, what was that? 12? 13? 13. We are absolutely getting there. So, really far away from my boat right now. Just need to kind of wait for the amber mist to get out of the way. Want so badly to go east. You know what? Let me fill this in on the map. Leave me alone, Amber. Okay. Doesn't look like we'll be able to come back through here with the boat, given the bridges blocking river access here and there, so There are areas that might just remain unmapped. As sad as that is. I can't believe how much more trouble I'm having. Like, hunting berries is considerably more difficult than basically any task that we are ever asked to do. Why are they so evasive? Well, this isn't the state we were in, but also I do need to get down there anyway, so let's just go ahead and drop some ward oil into the ward. This is interesting. Interesting might have been too strong a word. This is present. This is extant. Part of the problem here is that, like, we have a lot of interactions where people are like, let me mark what I'm talking about on your map. And then you get a notification that they have done that. But what you don't get is, like, labels on your map markers. So you come out of, you know, conversations with several townspeople where they're doing stuff to your map, and then you're like, oh, some of this stuff is important, but I don't remember what the different marks are. Like, how can I relate these different marks to the individual conversations I was having when I received them, you know? Just a very simple little bit of, like, actually labeling things on my map when you draw them there. Be really helpful. Townsfolk of the video game. Alright, is this... Alright, we're not getting out of this. We are running out of Amberbane ward oil. Did the prey disappear, or am I the prey? Okay, that's just a hunter. It's not anything that we need to worry about in particular. Okay. Guess we may as well get free badger meat, right? So yeah, I'm trying to fill this in. We're like really close to the skull that I think is supposed to be Sleeven's hunting area. That said something is northwest. There we go. That thing had the right idea, though, with the fleeing. Hey, you know what's not great is my HP. I need to remember to bite something. Hello. Summon him with death. I would love to do that. What are you? A shimmer she. Well, let's find out if you got blood. You do! Isn't that fun for me? Alright, that's enough for me to eat again. I'm going to back up for a second and let the wolf tank. Well, we sure did summon him with death. Let's try to do this in a way where it's not going to backfire on the dog. I was critically hit for a very serious amount. He seems quite fixated on me. In fact, basically not fighting back against the dog at all. Never mind. He fought back against the dog. And then I defeated him. And received a devotional tear that I do not know what I want to do with. Yeah, that's interesting. No plan. No plan for the moment. That's fun. It's not exactly what I was hunting for. Alright, I was hoping to be able to catch a creature here just to generate some energy off of it. Let us summon a new friend with a howl and then regenerate some more energy. Even though I do not need your weird, gross meat. I don't know, badger meat might be delicious. Who knows? Okay, so... Well, now that's interesting. Something is southwest? Something is moving around an awful lot. Huh. We didn't get another notification about the location of something. Sleethan is here! Yo! That's extremely rad. That is an extremely rad look for Sleethan. Alright. Let's fuck him up. Is there anything here that makes sense to do? I suppose, like... We have a couple of, constructs, right? We have a couple of broken ones. Where are the ones that are functional? I would like to just spawn one. We haven't actually done any of that. Go forth. Yo, that's a ton of fire, my dude. Okay, well that's complicating. This is making things awkward. Spawn a bloodstone in the space like just north of him? My friend moved into it. My construct just ran right into it. I can't even... Is he damaged? No, of course not. He's invulnerable to things that aren't the... I know this. He's invulnerable to things that aren't the tooth. Well... That said... My allies are really not taking that much damage here. Yeah, and he's going down pretty quickly to tooth strikes. Gosh, these minor constructs are awesome. Holy hell. Come on. There we go. And presumably have received his head? Yeah. Cool. Alright, everybody take a second, just kind of regroup. Yo, that minor construct, champion, absolute champion status. What excellent work. So I would love to encounter some prey or something. I need to, well, you know, this might do it. Just need to regen some energy. I will not be able to regen health here. I guess that's what I really needed, was something that bleeds. Are you fight? I don't think it's fighting them. Yeah, I needed something that bleeds because I need to be able to regen energy, but I also need to be able to regen health. I'm gonna back up here and gain some poise. The constructs here are definitely tougher than a lot of the stuff we've been fighting. Wolf is doing just some incredible work, though. Okay, Orb of Imbalance. At least we're still discovering new kinds of things. This orb simply confers the effects of pale shroom alcohol on a specific area, bypassing the mouth. Many have debated the value of such a thing. Raw stun effect 0 seems less than you might like. Alright, I mean, we could just rest. What I need is blood. I need to feast. Chomp. There we go. Just feeling absolutely so much better. Come on, come over here. This thing's spawning garbage on me. Hold on, we're not clear to leave yet. There's still hostile plant life around. Oh, okay, we didn't actually even have to enter each of the ruins. We just had to discover the locations of 15. Well. The wolf really is quite resistant to physical weapons. Wait, do you want to do this? Because I'm noticing you're having a hard time opening the door. Did you kill both of them already? Damn. What a friend we have in this wolf. Okay, another wand of webbing, sure. Alright, at this point, all I want to do is get back to the coast. Chelsea? Okay, it's just blind wolves being weird. Where's my boat? Boat's all the way down there. Huh. Okay. There's something going on up here. Let's, don't really want to hit my wolf. There we go. That should do some interesting damage. Man is invulnerable. And I think my wolf's dead. I need to defeat his bubbler up there, but I can't actually get to him. Aha, you fool. Alright, sometimes wizards wear crowns, I guess, is a lesson we're learning here. First time I'm encountering it. There we go. Just making sure we had a friendly dog. Alright, I just want to get back to my ship. That's where we're going to end the episode, is back at the ship. I got these berries. Okay. But then I saw this thing in the distance. Oh, and also there's this. There's always... Here's the thing about Moonring. There's just always something more to do. The minor constructs out here are definitely tougher. Huh, where'd my dog go? There you are, buddy. Not that I can't fight without you, but like, why would I? He's distracted, but he can see the enemy through the window. And so he's like hyper-focused on that. That's actually very, very cute and dog-like behavior. Well, if I don't destroy that chest, you can never reach me. And I'm fine with that, I think. It does prevent me from using the quick exit. Well, we have found something of great interest here. Ow, hey, Wolf, do you want to maybe, yeah, that. Roughly that is what I was going, yeah. You know, maybe this is a good place to stop, actually. We've discovered something marked with that skull jester. There's something significant, something that seems quite significant. I think we will just go ahead and pause here. That'll be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we'll get to the ship. That'll happen. But first, let's see if we can just go completely mad in this place where everybody seems to have more knives than sense. And we'll see you then.